Finding the motivation to train, work out, push yourself, and accomplish goals is it's one of those things where you just have to do it and you just want to do it and you just have to push yourself. I don't think there really is any other magic to it. You just do it. I was going over some personal stuff with my own goals and just things that I kind of had planned for myself and my family, and maybe in the future I'll share that stuff with you, but right now it's kind of like there's a bunch of stuff uh, that I didn't feel like dealing with. And a big part of it is because I'm with my family and we're trying to figure things out, and when it comes to having to tackle something that's very difficult in your life that you have challenges with, whether it be you or you and your family, it really comes down to just getting to a, well, I'll say this, once you get to a point where you kind of have no choice. I guess you always have a choice, but you essentially you hit your kind of point on the scale. I'll just use weight loss as an analogy. If you ever stepped on a scale and you found that, I'll just use my example. Like, when I get over 200 pounds, I kind of freak out. It doesn't even matter if it's good weight or bad weight. Or if it's good weight, if it's good muscle. And because it's like fat territory, and I know that my eating is getting out of hand. Or actually, in fact, by the time I get to 200 pounds, I already know my eating has gotten out of hand. It's just more like when I get to 200 pounds, it's more like a red light. Anytime between like 195 and 195 and 199, it's kind of like yellow light. But then once I get over 200, it's like red light. And essentially, in a particular situation in my life, I've kind of hit a red light. And the buzzer's going off and I need to get my shit together. And I think a lot of us find that we have to wait until we almost have no choice or things get too difficult. And I think what we need to do is we need to get better at training ourselves at not waiting for that red light, because sometimes we end up getting to a place where you basically have no choice at all and you just lose everything. And that could be your house, it could be your car, it could be a particular opportunity, it could be anything. It could be your health, who knows what it could be. It could be lots of things, but you have and I'm just using this because I make the same mistake, and I think a lot of us do, is that we wait until it gets so bad that we actually have to start doing something about it. And you look at some people who are obese, and a lot of people that I probably do these videos for are not like morbidly obese. So we're all moving in the same direction. We want to get better, and we love training. We love to work out, or at least that's who I think I'm making these videos for. Is that we all love to work out, and none of us are like at a point where we're like 500 pounds and not care about ourselves. We care about ourselves, and their red light happens like. It's like 700 pounds. I don't know. I can't even imagine that. Like mine is like, for some people, if you're listening to this video, you're probably like your red light or near red light is probably much closer. If you go up like 2 pounds, you're freaking out. And with other parts in our life, I think it's important that we kind of set our own standards for things. Don't allow yourself to drop below a certain level. Don't allow yourself to expect anything less. And I've kind of expect that self with me and my weights. Like, I just can't imagine myself, benching anything less than 225 for 10 reps. I just kind of, I don't know if I did this automatically, but I think it just kind of happened. It's in my head. It's like this. I need to be able to do this no matter what. And sometimes it's not always good, especially if I'm deconditioned, but I can still do it now. I feel like that I should be able to squat 315 for 8 reps, at least 5 reps. And the reality is, I can sometimes do it, and sometimes I can't. It's actually kind of outside of my range for really good form. It takes me a long time to warm up for it. More realistically, it's more like 275 or 225 but in my head, for some reason, I have this standard where I need to hit 315 on the bench or on the squat. And then when it comes to deadlift, I mean, all I know is 500 pounds is my bitch. I can lift 500 pounds. I can warm up to it. Give me an extra day or two to recover, and I can fucking rip that shit off the ground. It feels good to say that. But my standard is, I don't know where it is. I just know that 500 pounds is my bitch, and I got it. Anyways, I just feel like sharing that because it's kind of a cool thing that just happened to me. Anyways, this video is getting long. Thanks for watching.